What's up guys, Saf here on SuperSaf TV, and today we've got a device that's going to be retailing for around €499, and I think you're going to be very impressed with what you've got for that price point. This is of course the Oppo Reno2. Big thanks to Oppo for getting this device to me and partnering with me for this video. Let's go ahead and get it unboxed. Now on the front of the box we do have a bit of a preview of the design with its camera module, and we have the Oppo Reno2 logo at the bottom. Alright. And we are presented with the device, and it has some of its key features on the screen protector, which we'll of course be checking out in more detail. As well as that, inside the box we do get this leather look case with some stitching that looks really nice. There are some earphones, a SIM card ejector tool, some paperwork, a USB Type A to USB Type C cable, as well as a VOOC 3.0 fast charger. This is going to top up your Oppo Reno2 up to 51% in just 30 minutes. And that's very impressive considering that the Oppo Reno2 already has a very big 4000 mAh battery. Right, now let's get to the device. So we'll remove the plastic. And here we are. Now the first thing we have to talk about is this beautiful display. It's 6.5 inches, dynamic AMOLED, Full HD Plus resolution, and we have minimal bezels, around a 93.1 screen to body ratio. So you're pretty much seeing all screen here. Colors are vibrant, details are sharp, and viewing angles are also very, very good. Now, the way Oppo have managed to achieve this maximum screen to body ratio is by not having a front facing camera within the display. So we don't have a notch, we don't have a punch out. Oppo have gone for their unique shark fin design that we had seen on the previous Reno. So we've got the pivot rising camera module, which is going to rise up whenever you need to use a front facing camera, and then it's going to tuck back away when you're not using it. Now if you do accidentally drop the phone, then the Reno2 is going to realize that you have dropped it, and it's going to automatically retract that camera module, and it's going to give you this message. The front facing camera is 16 megapixels and it supports a portrait mode as well as portrait mode in video. But if we turn the device around, you'll see that we've got 4 rear-facing cameras. Now let's go through all of these cameras. So the primary camera is 48 megapixels. We then have an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, so you can get a lot more into your shot. As well as that, we've got a 13 megapixel telephoto camera, which is going to give you 5 times hybrid zoom and up to 20 times digital zoom. And finally, we have a 2 megapixel mono camera, which is going to help with depth information when you're taking your portraits. Now with those cameras, of course, you're going to get lots of versatility, but we also have lots of features. So we've got things like ultra dark mode, which is going to help in low light situations. We've got ultra macro mode, which is going to let you get in very close into your subjects. And then we've got ultra steady mode, which is going to help stabilize your video. So we've got quite a good all-round package here for the cameras, which is really good to see, especially at this price point. But personally, my favorite thing about these cameras is the fact that they are completely flush with the back. We don't have a camera bump or anything like that, and this really goes towards the design. We do have this O dot here, which is made out of ceramic, so that way the cameras are not going to be touching the surface they're on, and they should stay protected. And then we have this design, which is very, very slick. It's a combination of metal and glass. We've got Gorilla Glass 6 in the front, and we've got Gorilla Glass 5 in the back, which then curves in towards the sides. And that definitely makes the Reno2 more comfortable to hold, even though it's got a very large 6.5 inch display. There are 2 colors available. This is the luminous black, but there is also an ocean blue. I really like this luminous black color. It's got these blue highlights around, which reflect depending on the way the light's hitting it, and it looks very, very cool. If you take a look around the Reno2, on the right hand side, we have a power button as well as the SIM card tray. Now inside the SIM card tray, you do have space for either 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and a micro SD card. So you can expand the storage here on the Oppo Reno2. On the left hand side are the volume buttons. We've also got an in-display fingerprint scanner. This works really, really well and it's very, very fast. And at the bottom, we have a USB Type C port. We have the bottom firing speaker, as well as, guess what? A 3.5mm jack. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be very pleased to see this here. So it's going to work with all of your different earphones and headphones. And now let's talk a little bit about the internals. So this is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G chipset with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of onboard storage. So you've got plenty of storage, lots of RAM, and with the 730G, this is going to be more than capable for all of your daily tasks as well as gaming. And we do have 3 methods of cooling here on the Reno 2. There's cooling gel, triple graphite layering, and copper pipes. This way the Reno 2 is going to stay nice and cool even if you're using it quite intensively. For software, we have ColorOS 6.1 based upon Android Pie, but the good news is that Android 10 is going to be rolling out from the end of October on a region basis, so you're going to be getting the latest version of Android very, very soon. Finally, for pricing and availability, this is going to be available from the 16th of October, and as mentioned, it's going to be retailing for around 499 euros, which is a very competitive price point for what you're getting in this package with this pretty much bezel-less design, the quad camera setup, the pivot raising camera module, the internals, the premium built-in design, the large 4000 mAh battery with VOOC 3.0 flash charge technology, and a lot more. What do you guys think of the Oppo Reno 2? Definitely let me know in the comments below. If you want to pick this up or find out any more information, I'll be leaving a link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then do hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't already, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future coverage. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV. I'll see you next time.